Hello, everybody. Welcome to season 2, episode 1 of the
Lex and
Kate Take.
whoo, we back, baby.
We are here, season 2, episode 1. We did not know we were taking a break, but we did.
And we are back coming at you remotely. So this is our first time doing this little setup. Kate has our normal like mic and headphones. We'll get mine set up probably next time, but we're doing what we can.
We're doing what we can. We are on video chat, so maybe you will see us talking eventually
Ooh.
somewhere, but we had to figure out what we could do to make this work for you, but mainly for us.
Yeah.
So here we are.
So how's life?
So are we just jumping into how's life or how was life 3 months ago till now?
Well, I guess we can give kind of a rundown. Like we didn't really mean to fall off, we just kind of did. And I don't really know like it was kind of just like what's that word? Like one thing after another. Like it was like,
Yes.
okay, we don't want to do it this week because da 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 da, and then da 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 da, and then we haven't seen each other in how long?
We have not seen each other in the flesh. We had masks on last time we saw each other, but we have not seen each other since the sex reveal party,
Yeah,
which was when was that? That was November 21st.
and
Which
even that was
is
the first time we saw each other in a while.
yeah. I think it was Halloween. I'm looking at my phone because like we normally document when we're together. I think it was yeah, it was Halloween, and then we did not see each other again until the sex reveal, which was in November, at the end of November.
That's in. We saw each other more when you lived in Virginia.
Yeah. So COVID, why are you doing this to us?
I know. Oh,
We
this,
live
go
10
ahead.
minutes away from 7 to 8
Yeah,
minutes away from each other. Oh well.
and like especially with COVID, like we're obviously being even more careful because of Parker.
Oh,
And
name drop.
oh yeah, we haven't. Oh my gosh, it's been that long.
Yeah, so we have not recorded this in because pregnancy is a lot.
I think last time we recorded, we didn't even know.
We did not know the gender.
That's insane.
We did not know anything. The last episode we recorded was announcing I was pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
And now I am 25 weeks pregnant. We know the gender, we know the name. Nursery is coming together, like registry is there.
Do you want to give the people the name?
Yeah, well, you just did.
Well, the full thing.
So we'll just talk about how about I'll just go in with we had a sex reveal at my parents' house, COVID style, out the driveway. And it was one fish, two fish, pink fish, blue fish. Fitting because Tony is a fisherman and I am a teacher. So Dr. Seuss and fishing. And Lex was the only person, haha, Lex was the only person that knew if I was having a boy or girl.
And I was having an existential crisis because I convinced myself that I heard the lady wrong when she called and told me. So this whole time, I probably knew for how long before we actually did this? Like months.
No, you didn't. You knew for like a week.
Okay, well, felt like literally a year because the only person I told was Anthony, and I was just, oh my gosh, it was so hard. So then the way they did it, and which Kate will tell you, even when I was doing the thing that was going to be the reveal, I was like, is this supposed to be a pink fish? Am I messing this up? Like freaking out. But since then, we have gotten sonograms that do in fact confirm he's a boy.
Very many. Like I sit down at the ultrasound and they're like, "Do you know?" And I was like, "Yes, he is a boy." And they're like, "Okay, good." And then they show me and I was like, "Yep." And they always say he's not hiding, so
Oh my gosh.
they say it like that. Well, anyway. So we had the sex reveal and we had a box. My mom filled it with tissue paper and it was Alex's job to put either a pink fish or a blue fish on a fishing like hook, and Tony was going to reel it up. And she was very nervous. And we reeled it up and it was blue, which was a surprise, I think, to a lot of the people that were super close to me. A lot of people that like saw me a lot thought I was having a girl.
Oh, for
But
sure.
nope. Pa- Parker James Shimmick
Parker.
will be making his arrival at the end of April. And yeah.
And we could not wait.
Yeah, so we announced the name and everything at the sex reveal party and to all of our family and friends. I think my parents knew. Lex, did you know?
The name?
Yeah.
No!
Oh, so how do you feel about that?
Not knowing?
Well, like, just like, was it a shock or?
I don't think I was like shocked. It was just when you said the name, it felt like so much more real.
Yeah. So we had a boy name, we had a girl name, and we were dead set on both. And so we were like, yeah, let's just tell people. So we did.
And
And
it
it's
was really
nice.
funny before they announced it, they were like whispering back and forth to each other to be like, or just to like clarify. I feel like they're like, okay, we're gonna say the name, and then they just look at each other for like honestly like 30 seconds. They're like whispering in each other's ears. I'm like, have you guys not decided? Like,
No, Tony just didn't. I made Tony do it, and normally I take the reins on things like that. And he wanted to know if I wanted them to know the middle name. I was like, yes. And then he wanted to triple check with me, so he kept saying it, Parker James, Parker James. I was like, yes, say it. So
yeah, that was a good day.
it was a good day, and that was the last time we saw each other, which is
Crazy.
crazy.
But our freaking husbands get to see each other every day.
Every day,
That's a
socially distanced at work, though.
that's a crock.
I'm even working from home. Like, I literally go nowhere. So I
I
am a hermit crab.
I am going into the office now, but that's only because I got a new job.
Yes. Lex got a new job. Yay. And we're happy for her.
Your girl has a few months off in the summer, and she's doing the work that she wants to do, and we're just living life right now.
Living the life. And talking about summer, would you like to tell them the news we got this week about our summer? Hopefully, with COVID being good, what we're going to be doing.
Oh, heck yeah. We, Anthony and I, this year applied to be a member at RYC, which is the boat club that Katie and Tony have already been a member of. And we applied and we heard back that we are in, and we will be like, and I don't, not necessarily initiated, but our first meeting is next month, and we get to pick our dock, and we're really hoping that we can be next to Katie and Tony. And so we're going to be living down there. So,
Yeah. So we will both have a home away from our homes, which will be at
yes.
the boat club. And it's fun. And I'm very excited to have them there with us. All right. What else about our lives?
I turned 25.
Oh, yeah. Lex turned 25 yesterday.
Yeah, it feels very weird and also not weird at the same time. I never thought I was going to be someone that cares about age, and I try not to, but it's just like, it just feels different. Like in my mid 20s.
Yeah.
I'm not,
25 sounds old.
yeah, like I feel like I would have a lot more, not that I don't have things going for me. Like I'm doing pretty good. I own a home, getting married, I have dogs. Like I feel like I'm doing okay. But when you think of like when you're in high school or junior high turning 25, you're like a full blown adult at that point. And I do not feel like that.
No, you are, though.
I
Like, if we were 16 looking at you, we would be like, yeah, she's an adult, like a full fledged adult.
I started feeling like an adult for real when I would go into like junior highs and stuff, and they would either think I'm like 35, or they would be like, "Well, do you live with your parents?" And I'd be like, "No." They're like, "Okay, so you're like at least 30." And I'm like, "No."
Well, think about everything you're an adult. You
I
have a
know.
house, you have a car, you have fur babies. You are getting married. You have a job.
It does not feel real. But we are, and we did, and we had a good day, just kind of laying low. I tell you what, this birthday, I probably felt like literally the most love. And I don't know if it's
Really?
because people like we can't see each other, so people were like just reaching out more that like I normally maybe would see, or like I just from the second I woke up, I already had text messages until I woke up this morning and still had some from after I fell asleep, and it was just so nice. Like I got very thoughtful cards. Um, and like I don't know. It just I felt so like happy and content.
That's great. I'm glad you felt like that. What would you like to do now? This podcast is not going to be very organized.
No, absolutely not. Don't expect much right now.
So we're 11 minutes in. We kind of give you a lowdown on our lives. Um, the only thing I'm doing currently is working. We're gonna watch the Browns play later on tonight. Well,
Yup.
today. My mother is here sewing curtains for Parker's room because they're a little bit long, and it is a mountain themed baby room, and it's so cute.
So cute.
I got the recliner glider chair today that Tony put together, and the crib. Two dressers are on the way.
Oh my gosh. He's
So
it's gonna be here seriously before we know it.
we're rocking and rolling on that front.
And Katie has a belly.
Oh yeah, I do. If you
It's
don't
so cute.
if you don't follow me on the social medias, you probably don't know because I don't go anywhere, but I went on a hike yesterday and I posted a picture of myself and everyone's like, "Wow, there's Parker or there's the belly." I was like, "Yeah, here I am." And I can feel the fact that my stomach is huge. I had to buy all maternity pants. Like I don't wear anything but maternity pants now. Or
Do they
like
have
or like super large like sweatpants, like my dad's old sweatpants that I stole from him.
Are you
So
like overall, do you feel like comfy? Are you like to the point in the pregnancy where you're over being pregnant or
for sure not over being pregnant at all. I'm like fine, but my back hurts. My like it's just I'm not comfortable, but it's not like annoying to me.
can you sleep?
Every night at midnight, Parker, I swear, moves his whole body in so many different directions at midnight. And I'm like, for real, child? But other than that, I'm fine. I've had to get used to sleeping only on my sides. I wasn't like completely on that before. Like I used to sleep with like one leg over was kind of stomach
Yeah.
down. So now I have to like change that up, but it's
Do you
been
have a
fun.
pregnancy pillow?
No, I don't.
I
I'm
think we need to invest.
really, I think I'm okay.
They're supposed to be like a godsend.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you know that has had one?
And my sister.
Did she?
Also, I follow a lot of influencers.
Oh, like that whole big pillow that's like a big U.
I guess I don't actually know the shape. But Anthony's friend um used to drive with one under his arms. He said it was very comfortable that way too.
Well, is that a nursing pillow? There's a
No.
difference.
No, he got like a straight up pregnancy pillow to sleep with.
A pregnancy sleeping pillow, from my knowledge, is like a huge U, like you're almost the whole length of your body.
I thought they were just like long with like an indent. I don't know. I don't know. I forget what it was called too, but he had a specific one. Anthony would know if he comes back in the house. I'll ask him.
Pregnancy pillow. This looks like a C. It looks
That's
like a
so
C
lame.
or a U. It takes up like the whole body.
I'll have to do some research.
There's no way this fit in the front seat of somebody's car.
uh, well, I don't know.
So I honestly looked at it before because I was like super uncomfortable getting used to sleeping on my side like that, but now I'm like fine. So then I like stopped. Look at this. You see that?
Yeah.
That is humongous.
I swear.
There's no way. That's huge.
I swear.
Anyway, whatever. So,
Oh,
what?
but you know how my birthday was yesterday? I just got presents from Kate delivered to my house, and I haven't opened them yet because I wanted to do it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, go ahead and get the presents and open them.
Okay, you talk for a second.
Okay. They're nothing special. So, she may or may not be just like, oh, thanks. They're just little things I found and saw and thought that she would like. So, she's getting them. Our husbands met up today, and I made Tony bring it to Anthony. And the funny thing is right now is I'm looking at Lex's living room, but it's not because she put like a green screen background of not her house. So if you ever see this video, that is not her house.
Hey, okay. Which one should I open first?
Probably the little one.
Okay. ASMR, anybody?
ASMR. You can't even see it on the video. Look.
Oh,
Oh,
Trooper. Okay, since we are back at my house, I have two dogs that are very annoying. Well, one that's very annoying, one that sleeps all the time. So yeah, you'll probably hear them at some point. I'm turning this off so that you can see how annoying Trooper is being.
well, we could see him for a second.
Okay.
There's Lex's house.
This is my real house. Ooh, a Trooper. Oh, it's from Bridge or Harbor Park. Thank
Yeah.
you. So
You're
what
welcome.
I'm looking at right now, since podcast, it is a Harbor Park coffee mug that says Bridge Street, Asheville, Ohio, which, if you don't know, is my favorite place in the whole world. And it looks like there's some Marianne's Chocolates, which is a local place down there too, and it's sea salt bark, which is my favorite. And it looks like a little thing of coffee in the back.
Yes, it is. And I had it. I could only have 1 cup of caffeine a day.
Oh,
And
we remember.
I drank that 1 cup on Christmas and I was wired. I don't know what is in that blend, but it is like intense.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Hey, I'm
welcome.
so happy. Okay. And now the next one.
Yeah, open it up.
So it's the square. But I honestly have no idea what this is. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Her mouth is open, so she must like it.
I could cry. Where did you find this?
It was at Big Lots. I just like went there and saw it. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I have to buy this."
Oh my gosh! So for podcast reasons, if you're watching the video, it is a friend's cocktail set with 4 French shot glasses that have a picture of the thing that goes over Monica's door, the yellow thing.
Picture
Um,
frame.
yeah, that goes on her. What's that? The little hole,
The
the
peep.
peephole.
Oh, well, yeah.
And then there is the turkey with a little hat and sunglasses that Monica puts on her head. There's a couch from
Central
Central
Perk.
Perk, and there's a lobster. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's like, what kind of drinks? There's like a bunch of drinks.
There's a tiki punch called You're My Lobster, a gin mule that says We Were on a Break, a Manhattan that says How You Doing, and then a Cosmopolitan that says Oh my God. I am so excited. And I don't work tomorrow, so I'm about to crank these bad boys open.
Yeah, so there's like 4 drinks. I don't know. You have to like mix them. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I gotta tell you what I got you. It is not even like slightly compare.
I just saw those things. I was like, Alex would like these.
Absolutely. Oh, Anthony doesn't know what he's getting into. Okay. Oh my
So she
gosh.
is showing me my Christmas present, I guess.
Yes.
This was Alex's Christmas and birthday present. I don't know if I've ever bought her separate ones, but she's gonna show me because she forgot to give it to me.
Okay, so I think I have to explain it a little bit because when you initially see it, you're not going to be that jazzed.
It looks like a book.
Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, so it is in fact a book. It's called
Okay.
She Explores. It's a bunch of like ideas and written by all women that like either traveled by themselves or traveled with a partner and went all over the place. And there's like sick pictures
Ooh.
and there's like tips about where they went and like things to do for different things that they liked.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
I figured you and Tony could really get some good ideas out of this.
Yeah. Is that just like the United States or is that like a
I
worldwide?
think it's everywhere.
Wow.
Oh my god. So yeah, I saw this and I was like, I have to buy this for Katie.
Wow. Where'd you find that?
Amazon.
Oh, really? Wow. That is really cool. That's
You
just
know,
gonna be cool to look through even.
when it popped up, I was looking at stuff for Parker's nursery,
Oh,
and this was
really?
like this people were like people also bought, and I was like, hey. So yeah, I will give this to Anthony to give to Tony to give to you. Oh my god,
Troopers being his true self.
he is a nuisance.
Well, thank you, Alex. That was very nice.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for my.
I hope they taste all right and those drinks taste good. But if you want to be like um feeling caffeine,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if what was wrong with me because I drink Harbor Per coffee every day, and but that blend, I just like if you're super tired, take that.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Now Tripper's eating my blanket. Okay, we're not talking about you. You've gotten too much of my time. So that was, oh my gosh, I like that we did this like this because
I
originally
know.
I feel like we would have just gotten them and then our men would have given to them and then we would have texted each other like, oh, thanks.
That's exactly how it would go.
Oh, I'm so excited. So the game later, you're just watching it like at your parents'.
Yeah. So that's the only other place I go. So I don't even go into work. I have an agreement with my boss that I can work from home for right now. Kids are coming back into school. I think it's the 26th because we don't have, yeah, 26th. We have a work day on the 25th. And I will go back for that. We're just minimizing my exposure to anybody for Parker's health, for my health, and the only other place I go is my parents' house. And my dad is retired, so he never goes anywhere. And my mom is a teacher and has also gotten permission to work from home on behalf of herself because she has a compromised immune system. And on behalf of myself, she's talked
Mm-hmm.
to her boss about me and Parker being safe. So that is the only other place I go. And so, yeah, every Sunday, unless it's at 8 p.m., because
Mm-hmm.
my dad cannot stay up that late, I go over there to watch the game. So,
What in the, it would be like such a cake topper to 2020 if like the Browns and the Bills were in the Super Bowl.
the Bills and the Browns are on the same bracket of this. The
Oh, really?
they're on the same side of the bracket, so I'm sorry that can't work.
Dang, that would be so
If
funny.
if we win this game, we'll play the Bills, and then whoever wins that game will go into the Super Bowl. I'm
Do you think we're
85%
gonna
sure.
win?
I literally have faith.
Do you?
I do. So
Hey, I hope so. It would make me maybe care about the sport a little bit.
I love football. I think we've talked about that before. That I'm like
Yeah,
really into football.
I like football because of the like social aspect of it. I don't actually care about the game, but like Anthony's got two friends usually come over, or if they don't, then we'll go to like the brewery on Bridge Street and sit at our own little table and watch it there. So I like that I just get to like see people.
Yeah, like it's a social thing. Me
Yeah.
too. So yeah, I was right. Whoever wins this game today plays Buffalo. Whoever wins that game against Buffalo goes to the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, what if we are actually in the Super Bowl?
Like, this is the closest in our entire lives
Oh, for
that
sure.
we've seen this.
That is like it's like comical at this point.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. But
Ugh.
it's very entertaining to watch. I am disappointed, but not in Ohio State this year. We beat Clemson like a banger. Like, it was a great game, but then we lost in the national championship.
Mhm.
But it is what it is. Alabama's good. You can't be
Yeah.
upset about it. So, we're going to skip our rapid fire questions today because, due to me working at home, we're getting Parker's room ready. The only other room is our office, which was our podcast room. So, I've had to rearrange it. And if you could see in this video, it is a mess because I am sitting at my husband's desk, but directly behind me is my desk and like my teaching corner. And so I had to move our microphones and things, and I don't know where our paper went that said what questions we have already done. So I will do a quick listen back on all the episodes so we could do that because I honestly think that's my favorite part,
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
the podcast. So I will make this right, people. I lost the paper and I will figure it out. My life is crazy.
Oh,
So
I just thought of something else I'm super freaking excited for.
shoot, go
Did
for
I,
it.
did I tell you this? Did I tell you I bought a Mac?
You briefly like Snapchatted it to our friend group
Well, it
yesterday.
was a complete like spur of the moment decision. Like we were down in that area, in Pinecrest area, like by Beechwood, and Anthony mentioned having to go to the Apple store because he wanted to get a mouse for who knows why. And I was like, okay, well, while we're here, I think I'm gonna buy a MacBook. And he was like, you're gonna what? I said, it's my birthday. I think I want to buy a MacBook. So we get there. There's like 5 security guards outside of the store, and you cannot enter the store unless you have an appointment. So
Oh,
they're
for
like,
real?
download the app and buy it on the app, and you can do like curbside whatever. So I go on there and I do
You
that.
bought it on an app?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's scary to me.
So I did
Don't you
that.
want to touch it?
I am so excited. But I bought it on the app, and then it was like not available for in-store pickup. And I'm
Oh,
like, so
oh,
it's not
because
gonna
you
get
want
here
it
for
right there.
yeah, it's not gonna get here for 10 days. But I'm so excited. It's like literally gonna be the nicest thing I own besides my ring.
You don't own that. Anthony does.
Yeah, seriously. We said something the other day, and he was like, oh, there's like fuzz on my ring or something. He's like, get that fuzz off your ring. I was like, you mean your ring?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that reminds me that well, I'm happy that you're getting yourself a new Mac. You needed it
Mm-hmm.
very much. But so Tony finally paid off his car.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like another debt like that we don't have, which is amazing. So we have like a house and my student loans. Biden. And so I'm like, I have a really little car. And so I've been like thinking that
Mm-hmm.
I want a new car, but I don't want to spend money. And so I'm gonna see how it goes with Parker being in my little car.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want him to be mobile. And if the world is safe enough for him to go to the boat club as much as possible, I'm gonna need to bring like pack and plays and
Yeah.
things like that. So we'll see, and maybe
We're
I'll get
we're
myself a mom car.
we're literally gonna have to buy you like two of everything, one for the boat, one for at home.
I well, that's what I was thinking because the some things I've registered for, I was like, should I register for something cheaper that could just be at the boat club? And I've been back and forth on it because the high chair that I registered for can easily apparently attach
Mm-hmm.
to like the big base and just go on a chair. Like if you were to
Oh,
bring
cool.
it into like a it has like three different settings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the normal high chair that you would see, and then you can like unattach just the seat part, and you could bring that and put it on a chair like in a restaurant if you needed to. And then the third one is when they're like a toddler and you can like roll it under a table.
Oh, cool.
So I had originally put a little high chair, like eating table on the registry for the book club, but then I was like, eh. And if it's too hard to like take on and off, then I'll just get something cheap.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna play it by ear. Guess what I did register for? I don't know if you've seen it.
What?
I hope that if someone buys me this, or if I buy it, I have no problem. Like if nothing gets bought off my registry, I get like an extreme discount on all this
Yeah.
stuff. So if I end up buying this, I think it's like $60 right now, but it's like a pop up like circle,
I saw. Wait. Go ahead. I think I saw that.
pop up circle, and it has like a sun roof on it. So
Yes.
you can like when we go to the sandbar, if that's a thing,
Mm-hmm.
we could just put him in that.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. So
There's a
I
few
did that
things I
so I
saw
could
on there that I'm like, oh, that's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
really?
Yeah.
Well, because I was like, I don't know if people are gonna buy this stuff. The only two things I still need to register for are the car seat and the stroller, but I want to do that in the store. Everything else I pretty much did on the app, but I
Yeah.
want to like see that and like talk to somebody about making sure it's like convertible and like um have enough bases and whatnot. So,
Right.
all
And
right.
major apologies if you're watching the video. Oh my god.
That is trooper for you. So, do you want to talk about your wedding planning or
Do I even?
I don't know. That's
I
up
have been
to your mental
so
health.
overwhelmed. Like, it finally hit me, and I don't know what happened or what changed. It hit me that I'm like, oh, I'm getting married in 6 months. Oh, I'm getting married in 6 months. Like, how?
You've done all the big things.
Oh, I thought I did.
Yeah, and our podcast listeners, the takers, isn't that what we call them?
Yeah, sure.
The takers have heard that the one thing that we were stressing over and that we couldn't really decide. I'm
Oh.
saying we because we do plan this stuff together. Me, you, and Anthony. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
and your family. I was just joking, but
No, it's
um,
Anthony's not even involved.
I know that's why we said we, but I had to throw his name out there. Anyway, is the DJ.
Oh my.
And now we have major issues.
And it's nobody's fault, and it's a very sad situation, but things came up regarding COVID that my DJ could no longer do my wedding. Um, and which is fine, and I'm not mad, except I'm really stressed. Because I had to find another one, and to find a good DJ only 6 months out was like, yikes. But I think I found one. And my biggest thing is I really wanted a photo booth, and the other DJ we had was just like crazy, like priced, like very nicely priced. And now everywhere else you're looking at, it's definitely a couple hundred more dollars or however much. So that's the only thing that kind of stunk. But it's like a catch-22 because they offer some things that my old DJ didn't, but it's a little more money. But whatever, it'll be worth it because I think they have really good reviews. So we're gonna pray and cross our fingers. And
Did you book them?
yes,
Are you penciled in?
I'm penciled in.
Sign your contract.
I know. I'm waiting for him to send it to me.
Okay, good. So we figured out that situation. Lex quickly got into action and found a new place, and it seems great.
Which is the most proactive I've been during this whole thing.
Yeah, you were on top of that.
Like, I found out on, say, a Saturday that our DJ couldn't do it. So on Sunday, I sent like a ton of messages on Wedding Wire and the Knot. And then by like Monday, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this one.
Yeah. Well, you kind of needed to, but
Yeah.
so that's the monthly treat 3 month matrimony.
Yeah, seriously.
Nothing else has really
Also,
happened in the 3 months, I don't think, really.
well, we figured out centerpieces. And my mom is like workshopping those because they involve
Oh,
needing to like cut wine corks in half. So we were trying to find the best way to do that. And she texted me last night at like, I don't know, 7 o'clock. She was like, definitely boil the wine corks instead of steaming them. So we are making progress with that.
oh,
And
good. Have you like assembled one yet?
not completely. Like we did the stuff that will go on top of it. We haven't made a full one yet, but I bought 600 corks off of Facebook Marketplace.
That's amazing. But do you know how many you need for like one setting yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's the question. All right. So that's good.
Yeah, so that's like coming along, but every time I like think about one thing, I'm like, okay, well, what about this, and this? And
I think you don't need to worry too much. I'm worried because I am planning the bridal shower and it's hard when COVID is around and you don't know who's available to have how many people or all that.
yeah, we
So I
and
might just be planning this like quickly in a month.
and we're having two because of COVID.
Yeah.
So like aunt's side and then my side basically is how it's going to come down to it, and like more his friends or our friend, whatever. Um, so that's been like interesting too, trying to like tell who was planning, like my sister-in-law and one of my aunts on Anthony's side are like trying to tackle the DeGeorge one, and then Kate's really manning the other one. So it's just been like a lot of communication, which I'm
A
not
lot
good
for
at.
you.
Not good at that. So
So that's my stress right now in regards to the wedding.
oh
Everything else is
yeah,
good.
and not to mention that she's having a child approximately 3 weeks before she wants to have the bridal shower.
When else are we supposed to have this bridal
That
shower?
is insane.
Think about it. There's no other time to have this bridal shower.
Oh my god, you're right. I mean, yeah. Also, and we'll talk later. I have some news for
Okay.
you.
So, and I have my dress, and we got it big so that I can fit in it. So, I think we're good with the wedding.
Yeah, it's gonna be here. Like I feel like Parker's gonna be born, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be my wedding.
Yeah, I think so too. So, let's move on. We have recorded for 37 minutes, which is good. I didn't
Wow.
think we were going to get that far. Would you like to talk about what you're watching?
I mean, I think the one thing we have to talk about is The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even put that on my list. I have two things. And I don't
Well,
know why I have not.
are you caught up?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Matt?
He's all right. You could tell that he's like super nervous.
Yeah.
It's like the first bachelor they've had like since when, who
Mhm.
knows, that has not gone through the process before being the
Yeah.
lead. So you could tell he's super nervous. He has a lot of great girls, I think. Um, but yeah, you could tell he's nervous. And I think it's just gonna get better each week.
Me too. His cast is like unbelievable.
Yeah. There's like so many that are
And
like amazing.
yeah, who's your
Mhm.
favorite?
I like Abigail.
Of course. She's awesome.
Love Abigail. I like I don't know people's names a lot yet. I think it's MJ with the
I love
cool hair.
love.
Oh,
She's
love.
from Ohio. She's from Hudson.
Yeah. So Ohio girl, love her vibe so much. And I think the person he had the first one-on-one with this past week.
Bree.
I think I liked her.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like first date, like completely first date kind
I'm
of
in
vibes.
so I'm in so deep to like Bachelor Nation like podcasts and like hearing stuff like that I feel like I know too much about all the girls. So like it's hard for
Oh,
me
do you?
to take face value of how they're portrayed on the show, because there's like things popping up here and there. Like Sarah, for example,
Which one's that?
she had the second one-on-one
Okay.
day. She in like a few months before filming started, she had a paparazzi photo with G-Eazy.
Oh, yeah.
So like things like that, I'm just like, I liked her on the show, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, ooh, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, well, I haven't listened to many podcasts about The Bachelor or anything for that matter because I suck.
Freaking Nemacolin keeps popping up on my like Instagram and places like that to book my honeymoon there.
Which where?
At the place where The Bachelor's filming.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
What? Okay.
it's everywhere. But
So,
other than The Bachelor, we're also watching The Challenge.
Yes, I have that in all caps because I love the challenge. I think that's one of my all-time favorite shows.
Me
And
too.
and we both mutually like it. And last week was a very, very, very sad week for me
I know.
because
Yeah,
two of my favorites went bye-bye.
I know.
So Natalie, I am like the biggest Survivor fan. You guys all know that. She came from Survivor, biggest BA ever.
She's hardcore.
Like one Survivor on her first try, was on Amazing Race 2 times prior, didn't do well her second time. Fantastic her first time. And then she went on Survivor again, was the first oh doggies.
I'm
Was the
sorry.
first person voted out. Went to this like island where they can go back into the game. She came back in the game as almost won. Almost won.
Yeah.
She went to the first person voted out. She's just a BA.
Did you hear why she left?
Yes. So she left apparently because she found out she was pregnant when she was on the show.
Yeah.
And she was very happy. She's like, fine, cool. I get to go home and be a mom. But then she had a miscarriage and it's very sad. But
Yeah.
I've listened to podcasts with her in it and she seems to be in good spirits. So
Oh yeah. Did you listen to the challenge official?
yeah.
That's the one I heard her on, and she just like she just framed it in a way of like my body was doing all that stuff. I was training so hard. I was doing all these crazy challenges before I knew I was pregnant. And then she miscarried like a couple weeks after she had gotten home. So she's like, I know it's not my body's fault. Like, I know something was just like something, it needed to be that way for some reason because my body is awesome and it did all these crazy things and it held this life through all this like traveling and these crazy challenges. So she was like, just she was in a good head. Like she was not blaming herself at all, which I feel like can be really hard.
Yeah. She seemed to be in a great mindset about the whole situation. And yes, her body went through crazy amounts of
Mm-hmm.
stress and pressure and she went home and was relaxing and it's just what happened.
Yeah. And she's
Might as
really
well.
funny too because she was even saying like I would rather starve on an island for 40 days rather than being in that challenge house.
Well, there's like okay, the thing is with the challenge is that most of these people came from a previous MTV show,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot has to
Drama.
do with drama and adult actions. And then when you come from a different reality show that is based solely on winning and not drama and it's probably a very very big change in
Oh,
your
for
life.
sure.
So some people that came from other MTV shows are like, "Yeah, cool. I'm living in this house. We're partying. We're having fun." And she's just like, "I
Can I
used
go
to
to
live.
bed?
I go to bed. I used to be in an island for 40 days. Now I can eat and I'm getting fat." No.
Yeah, that
She's
was
like,
basically.
"I can eat here." Well,
And then our other favorite Tori got sent home in elimination, which was super sad.
it was sad. I would be more bitter if she went home against somebody else, but Anissa sent
Yeah.
her home, which is fine. They're very good friends. So I was upset because I really like Tori, but I like Anissa too. So it was just like,
Yeah,
it
me
is what it
too.
is. And now all these girls, okay, the premise of this show normally is you go into a challenge, you go into the why am I having pregnancy brain? You go into what is it?
Elimination?
The elimination challenge. And normally you want these people to go home and if you win, good for you, but you still have so much to do. The the idea of the last two seasons were if you win in elimination, you have a ticket to go to the final. You have to go down there.
Yeah.
You have to win to be able to go to the final. I think TJ said there's only 9 slots. Why are these girls not wanting to go in to
Yeah.
win?
And all the lame rookies that even if they by some miracle go down there like they probably are going to go against each other and one of them wins, they're going to get cut the first leg of the final.
Right. Like you have to like Tori was saying, you have to prove yourself. And she said proving yourself is not just physical, like there's other things.
Yeah.
The challenge is hard.
I want to go on. It's so freaking bad.
That is, I love it. Well, we'll just keep you updated on The Bachelor. We'll keep you updated on the challenge now that we're doing this.
Yes.
And anything else you're binging other than like a weekly show that goes on?
Well, the on Netflix they just released the Night Stalker
What's that?
docu series about Richard Ramirez, who was this like serial killer.
Oh, yeah. I thought I saw that and I wanted to watch it.
So I've tried to start that twice, and both times have fallen asleep within three
Oh,
minutes. So I'm just starting at inopportune time. So I think today is going to be the day that I start watching it again. Um, because I'm like you guys know I'm like obsessed with true crime. So that's right up my alley. I just gotta do it.
yeah. Well, speaking of the Netflix shows, I watched like The Manhunt, The Unabomber, and what was the other one called? It was the one with um the Olympic bombings.
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot what it was called. But those were amazing. Did you watch those too?
No, I haven't seen
They're
those.
short series.
I
They're
think I
called
watched
The
the
Manhunt.
Unabomber.
The Manhunt. Let me like double check. And they're amazing. Like I think you'll really like them both.
That sounds right up my alley.
Yeah. So one was about the Unabomber. Yeah. And one was about the Olympic Park bombings. I think it was before we were born.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was the year I was born and you were born.
So before we could remember.
Before we can, I think it may have been 1996, but don't quote me. And so, yeah, they're amazing. And they're not just like the normal, let's watch the interviews of these people.
Hmm.
Like it was a dramatization of it with
Okay.
actors and things. So it was like a TV show because you got hooked, but it was like a short series, but it was amazing. And then we watched The Undoing. Oh,
Oh my gosh. It's so good. I never knew that there could be a show that seemed to have so many twists and turns. Like my mind changed every probably 30 minutes.
yes. Yes. My mind changed as well.
And
Like,
then at
oh,
the end,
who killed her or whatever.
no spoilers or anything, but at the end you're like, how did I not think of that?
Well, like your mind tricked you because the
Yeah.
rational thing
Mhm.
was thinking one way so much that you're like, okay, let me dig deep into these other people because that doesn't seem valid.
Mhm.
But there you go.
It's crazy.
So the Undoing is fantastic. The Manhunt's fantastic.
And
I
The Undoing is on HBO Max.
Yes, the Undoing is on HBO. I told Lex to watch Big Skies and Little Fires Everywhere, but you did watch Little Fires
I watched
Everywhere.
Little Fires Everywhere, and then I watched Big Sky after we talked, and that was one of the shows where there's only 5 episodes,
Well, it comes back.
but I was into it, and it ends on a point where you're like, okay, there has to be one more episode to end the series. Nope, there's
It's not
not.
the series, it's coming back
The
though. It had like a
season.
I think it was just like a winter finale or something.
Well, it came too quick.
I know, but it was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was super good.
And then what about Big Little Lies? Have you tried that yet?
Not yet. That seems like a really big commitment.
It's only 2 seasons and they fly.
Okay, I'll get
Like
onto
it's
it.
like a show like The Undoing where you want to watch and watch and watch.
Okay.
So
I will
I
say with Big Sky, if it weren't for the two teenage girls that were in it, I don't think I'd be into it.
oh, not at
They
all.
they sell the show.
For sure. So, and Big Skies.
Hmm.
The actor that was the husband and boyfriend of
Oh,
the 2 women,
yeah.
he is very popular. He died episode 1,
Within
spoiler,
Yeah, it's
but
not even a spoiler because it happens right away.
but the thing is, he's so popular, he's on the cover of all these pictures. Did he really die? That's the question I've heard from people.
Yeah.
Like, it
He
seems like
literally
he
had
died, but it's just like, why would they cast him? Anyway, whatever.
I know. He has to be dead.
Watch Big Little Lies, though. It's really
Okay.
good.
All right.
And so I watched all these things. I'm sitting at my house all by myself, and then on Netflix pops up Teen Mom 2, and I was like, "Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
here,
god.
oh yeah, here I am." So I watch Teen Mom 2. on it's on TV right now. And so I'm watching it also on Netflix, the first season. Awesome. Watch the second season. I'm like, I'm into this. This is like something you could put on in the background, not really pay attention to because I've watched them before. They only have 2 seasons on Netflix. Do you know me? I'm not okay with that. So what did I do? I went and I bought CBS All Access
Oh my gosh.
for a year because the challenge is on there. So I'm gonna watch Team Mom 2. Then there's challenge, all the seasons of the
All the
challenge.
challenges are on that?
I'm pretty sure I'll give you my login.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
And it's just like, okay, this was all right. I paid for a whole year, so
And they did the same thing with Netflix with the challenge. They only put 2 seasons on,
yeah.
and they were like not even good ones.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think they put it because DM was in it. I don't know. But yes, I will give you that. And the challenge is on there
Appreciate that.
and other things. So that's what I'm doing. Watching
Streaming
my
services are taking over the world.
taking over the world. Oh my goodness. We we're getting close to our time, but this is the last thing. We're only going to talk about this kind of stuff. Tony, does not watch television with me.
Mm-hmm.
He will go and put around and do things. I got him on a television show.
What show?
You will never know. You can never guess.
What is it?
So I was scrolling through Hulu and Tony was like, "What is that?"
Is it Welcome to Plathville?
No, no.
Oh,
He
dang it.
watches that with me sometimes just because it's on. 1,000 Pound Sisters.
No.
He is loving it. So we watched the first full season on Hulu for first season. And then it was over. Second season is on TV right now. He likes it so much. He's like, "When's it on this week?" He wants to watch it with me. He
Oh
loves it.
my gosh. What? What's the draw? What does he like?
He says it makes him feel good about himself.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Do you know how fit you are? Your lives cannot compare to this. You do CrossFit every day." But he just thinks it's funny. He thinks that they're funny.
They are. I've
And
seen like TikToks of them. The way they talk to each other is hilarious.
they are funny. Like if you just want to watch a stupid show just to like pass time.
Oh my
So
god.
great. He loves it. So we're watching 1,000 Pound Sisters amongst our other 5,000 shows I watch every week.
1,000 pounds.
1,000 Pound Sisters and Unexpected and The Bachelor and Teen Mom and The Challenge and The Real Housewives of Orange County and something else I think I watch every week right
You're
now.
ridiculous.
That's like my weekly cable shows that I watch.
That's too much for me. Just watching The Bachelor and The Challenge gives me like anxiety. I tried to start watching Jeopardy every night because I feel like it's good for my head. And I've recorded those and I'm already like 10 episodes behind.
They go by quick though.
Yeah, they do. And I do feel smarter, I gotta say.
Yeah, well, Sevi watches them like every day.
Because
So
I like the episodes where I get a lot of the answers right because it's really like a booster for your ego.
yeah, my grandma would watch that every night and she would keep score. Like she would be like, "Oh, I answered this question first." Like she won almost like 3 times a week.
Maybe I should do that.
She was amazing. I was like wanting her to go on, but she was too old. We couldn't get her to go there. But yeah, my grandma was like on that. And so that was my grandma and Sevi's thing. And Sevi still watches it every day. And so
Well,
normally we
Sevi would beat me so bad.
Sevi is like ridiculous. And like I get happy when I answer a couple questions right. I was like, I knew that one, Sevi. He's like, congrats. All right. Well, we've been on here for almost an hour. Normally we do Lex's polls, or let me explain why we're obsessing over things. But the premise of this and our idea was to get back into it and tell you why, main reasons why we haven't been able to record and kind of just update you on our lives. So I hope that you enjoyed. We will be back, and I told you we would. And we now, hopefully, I will have my husband help me. We practiced like a 2-minute clip and I put it into our software and it worked. So hopefully we will be good. The recording that I have works for our audio software and the software that my husband uses for our YouTube channel. So hopefully we can make a YouTube for just this as well. So
Yes.
we'll play around and we'll keep you guys updated on our Insta.
Yes. It's been so fun.
Yes, it's good to catch up with you
Mhm.
as well as our takers. And I will be figuring out how I could get this set up sent to you and the right cords that you need to have your microphone and headphones with you.
And tomorrow we will be, I mean, next week we will be professionals.
Hopefully. We did 5 episodes of our first season and we thought we knew every time that it was going to be fine.
I feel like the audio is going to be the best on this one, and we're not even together.
I know. Oh well. So thank you and we'll talk to you later. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.